Okay, so this will be making some 1/18 scale dungeon walls out of insulation foam. This particular style came from one of the big box hardware stores. It's called Project Foam. It comes pre-cut in these squares. They also have bigger sections of it available. First step is really just taking this, marking off whatever measurements you want with some kind of an angle, preferably for later on, something that's going to be out of metal. You mark it off, get a wood burner or another foam cutting type of stylus that you're going to use when you're putting that all into place. And then let the cooking show here. I'm going to jump ahead a little bit. That gets us to some of these smaller, manageable sizes for the project I'm going to do. I'm actually going to do one more cut after this to make these long and short walls. Like I said, it's going to be like a dungeon corridor and floor and things like that. But for now, this next step, this is the right size to use. At this stage, I really don't need to do any more measuring. This is going to be a freehand type of cut on this particular version, and I'm just going to show you a little bit about how I'm doing that. For this part of it, I'm going to be using a wood burner with, it's actually a hot knife, I guess, utility with this particular tip on it. When I'm doing fine work, like for bricks and more measured, I use the fine point stylus. But this one's going to end up having basically a just cobblestone type of mishmash look to it. So no particular concern here for what and where. It's warming up still a little bit. Once it gets hot, you're gonna see the difference. Not just the carvings there; it's actually just gonna melt it away as it goes. There we go. I'm using this tip because it actually gets a deeper cut so that the stones look older and rougher, and like there's more just dirt and grout and different things deteriorating between them. Like I said, for bricks and more modern looking facades and things of that nature, I would use the finer tipped stylus. Actually not sure yet if this one's going to end up being a floor or a wall. Some of it, the fun part of some of this is just taking it, following wherever it takes you. So anyway, you can do this for a little while. It does kick up a lot of fumes, so I definitely recommend wearing some kind of a mask. Using this particular tip, you can get still thin cuts or more deeper, wider cuts. I like to mix it up a little bit between each section just to get a different look. Spinning it around every now and then so that you're not just falling into a particular pattern is also a helpful trick. the different points. You can do it along the way or after the rough cuts are done. Sometimes making sure that you're not doing too straight of cuts for this type of, if you're doing stone like this one is, going to use the tip just to round off some of your harder edges. Go through and get some imperfections in the stone by just kind of non-uniformly scratching and divoting and putting in different holes and stuff in the stone that's there already. You can see where even the thin cut, and then following through with the deeper side of the burner to get some roughed in stonework.